Hi everyone, something a little different today. I'm going to show you how you can weave in your ends while knitting instead of having to do it afterwards with a yarn needle when you're done your knitting, because that's the part we hate, right? All those ends that you got to deal with. This is very similar to carrying yarn along for floats if you're doing like color work, like Fair Isle or Intarsia knitting. It's pretty much the same concept, but if you haven't done that, I will just demonstrate how that's done. So I'm right here where I'm making a color change. So what I'm going to do is, all right, so knit a first stitch like normal. Then I'm going to put my needle in for the next stitch. Now here's the first end that I want to weave in. You loop it over your needle. Then you take your working yarn from the new ball and you wrap it around as well as if you're going to do a knit stitch. Now, when you do this stitch, you are going to catch and pull only the working yarn through the stitch. So you can see I have this other one right here. Then you just knit the next stitch like normal, and that locks that down. So now you have it attached by one stitch. So then again, you just do that, loop it over the top of your needle, do your stitch like normal, making sure you only pull the working yarn through your new stitch, and then just knit another stitch like normal. So it's just loop one over like this, second one to lock, loop one over, and another one to lock. So this works on plain knit stitch like garter stitch or stockinette stitch, as long as of course you're carrying the yarn along the back of the work. So I'll show you that a little closer. Up again, loop the end yarn over, then bring up your working yarn as normal and pull just the working yarn through. And you'll see it sitting on top of your working yarn like that, so that when you knit the next stitch, that locks it down. You just keep doing that, alternating one over and then one under until you have got your end woven in as far as you wish to carry it. In my case, I just carried it basically across the entire piece because this isn't very wide, this strip of knitting. And then you can just trim the last little bit and then you're done. So your end has been secured across the back, and then I'll just do that again with the working yarn, the new yarn, same thing. Some people like to use, leave a little bit of a longer end here and then just sort of weave it in a couple of stitches with the yarn needle just to be extra secure, but I've found that this is sufficient as long as you have it carried along enough stitches along the back, it will work. If you're doing a fancy stitch like a lace or whatever with lots of yarn overs and stuff, then this isn't really going to work. You'll probably see it. So you'll still have to do that the old-fashioned way with a yarn needle for those kind of stitches, but for the plain sections, this works great. So again, same thing. So put the end over, loop the working yarn, pull just the working yarn through, then one is normal. And then just keep doing that all the way across. Saves you a bit of trouble. And sort of once you get used to doing this, it goes almost as fast as regular knitting. So, and which then means when you cast off, you're pretty much done. There's very little finishing left to do. So, all right, so I really hope that was helpful. And thank you so much for watching me today. All right, thanks everyone. Bye.